Hi, JP. Oh, don't know where to start. Got a new necklace. Not new necklace. New. Hi, Carla. I'm good. A new. Where was this from? I said I'd give it a shout out. I think it was a company called. I got it off eBay, and it reminds me of the sun. So let me try and find out what it was. Hi, Mary. Nice to see you all. Been at work. Yeah, I've been chilling. Let me just find. I got it on eBay. Yeah, I had a choice of colours and I got mixed up and thought that didn't think they sent it me. I thought I was getting three, but it wasn't. It was pick a colour. But I just thought. I think it's So let me check. I don't know how to say that. I think it is. Hi, D'Angelo. I think it's. Oh my God. Hang on. Yeah, it's uh I'm just trying to look. Yeah. Um I'm sure it's Selena. It's a lot. I can't remember the name. Right. I'm just looking for the message. Maybe it's that one. Not that one. Maybe it's this one. Right, so let me check the picture. Sorry, I was just looking. Just wait till a few more people come in. They were. Here it is. I had to choose from lapis lu. How can I never say this name? Lapis lazuli. It was obviously it wasn't that one. It was citrine. Citrine. I got the citrine one, which on here says fortune and wealth, but I just got it because it reminds me of the sun, and it's been very sunny, and I'm thinking of like healing energies and stuff. So yeah, citrine, and it was off eBay at a company called BG Crystals UK. I think that's how you say it. And BG Crystals UK. So just thought I'd show you that. Oh yeah, sorry. Whatever you just said then, geode. I don't know if that's how you say it. Yeah, sorry, cluster crystal pendant, and it was 4 different stones to choose from. Yeah, that's what you were just saying before. Sorry, 4 different stones to choose from. So just thought I'd show you that. It's really pretty, and it came today. I just put it on it. It did come with a black leather, well, leatherish necklace, but I put it on a brown one. But yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty. Just reminds me of the sun. So anyway, hi, My Skies 5D. You're in my chat tonight. I'm just trying to get my head down because I haven't been on for it. I just feel like don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, it's a bit random. I think I've entitled it Changes because things are changing. Still loads of things going on in this world here of the queue and follow the white rabbit. But I'm in there and out there, and I'm just watching everything go on with the whole awakening and everything. Hi, Candy. Much love and gratitude to you and everyone. Yes, and gratitude is one of the biggest things. This is just going to go on random now. Giving gratitude every day or every evening or whatever it is and writing it down. I said this before, of anything you can be grateful for, because basically if you're still breathing, you should be grateful. You know, there's a lot to be grateful for. Some people go, oh, I don't know if I could write things down or give gratitude. What am I grateful for? Grateful for the water you drink, grateful for the food you have, you know, grateful for the lovely weather we're having. You're grateful for a lot of things, people in your life, so on and so forth. Yeah, I'll just see how this comes out because it's going to be muddled up. And this stone cracked the other day in the garden when I was trying to do something with it, and I just thought, yeah, it does remind me of what's going on, because this stone was one, and then I cracked it and it became two, but two halves of the same stone, which when put back together, they are one again, which just feels like what's going on with the whole separation, going back to one, going back to love, masculine and feminine, divine, merging back together, which was in a meditation, which is, if you look at it when it's cracked, it's still got the same shape around it, obviously, because they were one. But this also reminds me, when I was looking at it, like us, and this bit going around our aura, just saying, aura fields. But that's what I was thinking when I saw it crack open 17 in the house. You know, it perfectly fits back together because the two are one anyway. One are the same. Gratitude, the energy of already having it. Yes, 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 yes. That's how you manifest the gratitude of already having it and not wishing for it to come in because it's already here and you feel it as if it's already here. But anyway, I was meant to show you these cards the other day, so I will do another card pull because these were, I don't know if this was Monday or I don't know when I said it was coming on, and then I couldn't come on because with everything going on, my little one, who's 5, it's like the Tasmanian devil, and obviously things just don't go to plan sometimes, why the whole thing of being off school and all that's going on. Hi, first munch, so I'll just quickly go through them. So the first one that came out was trust the niggle. What is niggling feeling trying to tell you? I would say in myself and the collective consciousness, because I do this for everybody, is what a lot of stuff that I've always said I still go with because I have that feeling. You know, it's that feeling. It is for the better, the good, even if the dark side looks dark. Yeah, there's still a part of us though, playing the game of the dark, because to see the light and to want to be better, because that's what we're all doing, trying to be better people, you must see the dark. And that's why I've said before, and I've noticed people saying it on different channels about even Laura Eisenhower. Someone said today, you know, if you were in jobs that, you know, were working for not really benevolent, I can never say that word, then you're probably going to end up leaving or trying to get out of it in the end. And I've said that before. This is why certain things are happening where maybe people are losing their jobs in a sense. I don't mean that's a good thing to some, but how do we know they weren't working for the dark side? No, I'm not a tarot reader, Cat. I just let the cards jump out and intuitively just go with it. And they normally do are what I'm talking about in chat at the end. So these were the other day though. And then we've got the awakening. Well, most people are awakening around the world right now, the collective awakening, and most people and a lot more people are getting on board. As I keep saying, you can see it all over with everything that's going on. So energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Well, it is integration. It's like that whole merging of the feminine and masculine, divine, everything being one, because everything is one. We all are one. Hi, Jermaine. Hi, wish the best from Germany to you and the chat. We will win. Yes, we will win this. We have won. I believe it's all just being played out, and it's like a big, massive movie, especially for the muggles who are slowly waking up. There'll be some that don't, but I believe we already have. It's just a waiting game now. It's just this whole... Hi, Paul from Newcastle. So we've got that one. Then it was Starseed. We're all talking about starseeds and stuff like that at the minute. What lights you up? This will come into chat in a minute. I've always said this. What lights you up, you need to do more of, because that's a higher vibration, which I'll mention in a bit. I'm just going through these ones quickly because I'll do some more at the end. These were the other day. The Web Weaver. Number 4, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. Well, that's everything at the minute. And there's loads of synchronicities at the minute. In my reality, loads of synchronicities at the minute going on. Divine intelligence. You know, we get caught up a lot. A lot of people get caught up in their own mind. It's like you have to move yourself out of the way, because it's always that someone will say something and it might seem a bit airy fairy. I do this all the time. I'll say something and people look at you like, yeah, but it's like, is it? Because that's what we've been taught, that it's this instead of that, when really sometimes it's that instead of that. Which I know some of you will get what I'm saying. And then we've got the Lady of the Mirror, which is funny because it's all reflections and things going on right now. And it says reflection, non-judgment. And funny enough, it's 44, that in the mirror, 4. Non-judgment, because we do judge a lot, you know. I do it, we all do it at times, even the dark. We're even judging the dark and those people that are a part of the dark agenda, but really it's us as well, and they are a part of us, and someone had to play that side. If anyone gets what I'm saying, if you want, I look at it in a different way now. Someone had to play that side to wake humanity up, and it has to be pretty, I guess, not nice to wake people up. So, busy bee, I don't mean to, oh, don't worry about it, Scott. And then the last one was, I love this one, was the Dream Weaver. The Diamond Dreamer. Material wealth, true prosperity, number 6. So it's like a genie in a bottle, what you wish for. We've got to be careful what you wish for and the energies you put out, because we're the ones who've been bringing it in. We're the ones who've been making this reality, because we're like little gods and goddesses. They knew this. I have a lot of positive energy bees in my garden. Sounds so nice. Yeah, I've got loads of bees in my garden. Birds are flying about with this. It's like happy vibe. I know that sounds mad. It's like happy vibe. Someone talked about rebirth the other day. I talked about rebirth in spring. And then it was someone like Magenta Pixie was having a round table chat the other day on YouTube. And as someone said rebirth, birthing, like the mother birthing, a stork went over the house, and I thought, oh, synchronicity. But doom and gloom, people have been pumping out doom and gloom for time. Brings that doom and gloom energy in. So we're pumping out the good frequencies now. So they were the other day. I wrote something down to try and keep track of what I was going to talk about, because normally it just comes out the way it comes out. But I'm going to show you some of my art, because I believe we should be meditating or trying to meditate. And I know a lot of people are trying to meditate or getting into it. I meditate. I'm trying to. I don't mean every morning. I want to do it every morning, but I have been meditating. But with things going on with kids and stuff like that, it's different. But I do know that you don't just have to sit and meditate. Meditation can come in different forms. You could be walking out in nature. It's where you're at your quietest in your mind, when all that chatter goes. And I know I'm doing it when I'm drawing, but I am doing the sitting as well, as much as I can. Hopefully that'll become more of a routine, like I said, because I've got Finn, and if he's jumping about in the morning, it doesn't always work, but I have to pick and choose times. But I believe more people, and I've heard more people are getting into it, and they're loving the effect. Because if you think of meditation, I think medication. Go within yourself. Dolly, wait till you put up what I've done sculpture. I put up what I've done sculpture-wise with all this time. Ooh, I'll have to have a nosy. I have to put your Instagram in. I've got it, I don't know. About 40 magpies were flying around my house. Well, I've had 3 new birds to the garden, and the garden was full of different birds the other day, and they were all just happy with each other. 3 robins, a family of robins have come in, which is lovely. I see them, quite spiritual little robins. Never had robins in the garden before, and now I've got 3. Yes. Yeah. It was Janine Flannery, or you see Dolly Daydream. But I was just testing this out the other day. Phoned up Sky today to cancel TV as they don't watch it, only YouTube. So guys asked what I watch on YouTube. I said conspiracy stuff. He said excitedly asked if I follow Q. 4 minutes later, we're still chatting. See, you phoned Sky up, and there's a guy on there. People are waking up to Q all over. That is absolutely hilarious. That's one of the best I've heard yet. That's so funny. That's so funny. Still trying to wake people up to queue, but you know, in their own divine time. So this was out of my, yeah, I'll follow you back. This was out of my book I'm going to show you in a minute, where I do, it's like a bit of a meditation in art. And I just thought, I had a bird I'd never seen yesterday. I've never seen him. Exactly. So things are changing because there's new energies coming in, and more, like the bees are about, the grass is green, the sun's beautiful, the skies are blue. Talking about clouds in a minute with My Skies 5D in a minute. We're going to go and check his channel out. But I was just messing around with this because, you know, I said I'd do a book, a colouring book. I just thought, oh, I'll just have a bit of a, you know, tester. This isn't it. And they will just be raw, you know, like, it's not like they'll be dead neat in the lines or anything. They'll just be raw as I draw them, but just for a front cover or something. I don't know. I was just testing it. So when I've got a lot more drawings, I'm going to put them all together in a book, but it's going to be like a handmade colouring book, if anyone is interested, when I actually put that together with some of the drawings, which I think are sort of, how would I say, maybe triggeringly coded. I don't know, because it's something that I'm feeling. So, famous picture. Famous picture? Ooh. Oh, and yeah, and I can get prints of the JFK Jr. one. But I just thought, yeah, I'll just test it out and I'll show you what I've been doing in a minute. Also, I just said I'd shout. I hope I don't get this channel wrong. I have a fascination drawing eyes. I used to draw eyes all the time, even at school, like one. With an eyes. I've got eyes everywhere, but I see that as the consciousness of everything watching. And some people might think it looks weird, but that's how I see it as. I think it was Genetic Awakening. I hope I haven't got the name wrong. I was having a bit of trouble. If you've been to that channel, please go and check it out. It's a telekinesis channel. Please go and check his channel. I know he's been having some trouble because he communicated to me with where he's living right now with someone who's a bit of a bad vibe going on there, and lives in a little town, not much going on, wants to get out, but hasn't got much money to sort of sort himself out, because something to do with buying food, and it was something to do with the person he lived with, and he hasn't got anything. You know, he needs to try and get to the next sort of, what would you say, not village, I don't know what you say in America, like town down, you know, hitchhike there or whatever, try and get down there because there's more things going on there where he might get a bit more of support with certain stuff and somewhere to live and something like that. So if you could go over there and support, he did send me PayPal actually, and I don't know how to put it up, but you could go and comment on his channel. He's not very, I think he said he's not very good on Facebook, and neither am I, but I helped him out a little bit. You know, you got to put it out sometimes, haven't you, in the universe? Just see if I've got it. Don't know. I might have to try and look at this another time. I don't know how to do this, and I don't know if I should say it out loud. So if anyone does watch his channel, I don't know if anyone can help him to give him advice on maybe putting his PayPal information in his chat or on his channel, you know, when you put it in the description, because I never do it because I'm rubbish at it myself and I don't know how to do it. But I just said I'd give a shout out if anyone watches him on my channel and wants to go and help out. You know, even if it's something like a coffee donation, if a few people give a coffee donation, it's a bit of help to get a little bit of food in and maybe able to get a bus, or whatever you call it in America, to get to the next town over. Would be very appreciative if anyone would like to do that. So I think it was Genetic Awakening. If you have been to that channel, just maybe you could go and help him out. Maybe you could leave a message about PayPaling or whatever, because I'm not very good at that. But I did say I'd shout it out if anyone knows what I'm talking about. But I've done it, so there you go. So thank you. But moving on, my sky's 5D as well. So I was going to talk about my feelings and perceptions in my artwork, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to do some tarot. I'm observing the awakening. I'm loving observing the awakening at the minute. So many different things going on. I heard a conversation today, which was I heard someone talking about, share the love. This is how we help each other. I heard some people talking in my area about the virus, which I'm not going on about because I'm sick of hearing about it, and it's played its course. But they were saying, "Oh, that's it now. It's just this is going to be life forever. This is going to be it." And I thought, I could see this, and I'm just thinking, I want people to wake up. And then they were talking about politics, and then they were talking about, and then they were talking about this, and I was like, oh, well, that's their perception. And then I heard someone who was talking to him talk about religion, because I think one of the ladies was Muslim. But it was lovely because I heard in 33 in the house, I heard her say something about, well, I'm always nice and I try to be nice to everybody, even if they're nasty to me. And I thought, yep, that's what we've got to do as well. It's just being in that vibration, no matter what someone's saying to you or thinks of you, to just hold that vibration, because it can change the frequencies and vibrations around you. If you keep holding it, it's hard sometimes, but and then I heard her say something about, I couldn't hear because someone was cutting the grass, but I heard her say something about, something like, because people don't have faith, they don't, and I thought, I didn't hear exactly what she said, but I thought, people don't have faith, and I'm not talking necessarily about a religion, but there are a lot of people who have religions that, I don't mean sort of based in the really man-made side of it, but the whole thing of, if you're putting your focus and your belief in, I don't mean a higher being as it's taking you away from you, because you are part of that being, just the whole thing of the vibration of putting a good vibe out and being a good person and trying to be good with people around you and trying to show the love to people around you, in that sense of, that's what that being would want, because that being's supposed to be from love, if anyone gets what I'm saying. And I just found it very synchronicity with stuff I've been talking about with people and things I talk about, and then when you hear the snippets come in, over the fence, and you just hear snippets of little conversations, and you're like, yeah, what an enthusiastic person. And I just think, well, I've always said this, even with the Q thing, I have a feeling, not because I've been told or I watch videos, it's just a really heartfelt feeling that something's good's coming in, and I have faith in it. People can say, oh, that's the wrong word. I don't really care. Yes, I know words are spells and words are this and words are that, but when you have to try and express something for people to understand it, sometimes you have to say it in certain words. So I have this massive, we are enough, exactly, faith, and we are doing it. We are part of that, but to bring all them energies down, which are here, because it is a bit like that heaven to earth. It's like it's coming down and we're rising, the ascension, and it's coming down and we're meeting. So my guy's 5D, who's on the channel here, if you haven't been to his channel, check it out. Just checked a few of your videos out today because I've been busy, but it's really synchronicity again. Your video, and if no one knows what I'm talking about, you'll have to go over, of the cloud where you could see like the energy. That's what I was thinking. I was stood in the garden the other day with my fella, and I was like, look at these clouds. And then I was like, some look like angel wings, and I always think that, and it's funny because Prime Disclosures just said something about that, and I was like, I know, I always watch him a day late, so it always syncs up, and I was like, yeah. And then seeing yours today, when the clouds go like funny, I always think, I've been thinking recently before I even saw your videos, where it's like energy ripples have gone through the clouds, or it's something to do with energy. And I said to him, energy that, and then I did think the other day, if we're admitting it, what if that's showing in the clouds, like you said on one of your cloud videos today, and that was exactly what I was thinking. It's like it's us. and you can see it. Where other people, you have that, try and have that conversation with someone else who doesn't look into this, they're just like, yeah, it's just a cloud, isn't it? And it's like, can you not see the ripples of energy? It's obviously something moving. It's like, you know, sometimes it'll be really cloudy and they'll move. It's us. That's how I see it personally. That's my thoughts and my perceptions on stuff that I'm looking at. Today, early in the morning, when dark goes to light, I saw two lights, no stars. One of them shine like a big spotlight on and go slow, no planes. Yeah, well, I saw the other day, I seen yesterday morning and some look bigger today, like an angel or a phoenix. Yeah, I've seen one that looked like an angel. I've seen one that looked like a phoenix. The other day, I don't know if you saw the video where there was something glowing in the sky. Hi, Miss Chime. It was lovely to see you. Hi. I'm always high in spirit, yeah. It wasn't a plane. It was orange. It looked orangey. I don't know if you saw it. Obviously, my camera's rubbish, but it was glowing and it was the way it was moving. And I was like, but I did ask to see something. And I think telepathy's a lot. Just remember, if anyone's watching that doesn't normally watch me or thinks, oh, she's talking batshit crazy again, this may not be for you. The people who understand what I'm talking about are the people who are probably experiencing things. And this is why I say, move yourself out the way sometimes and just go with flow, because when we come to share stuff, many different channels, it's to let people know that they're not alone with stuff that they're thinking. So if we're linking up, that's okay. People can think we're mad, it's okay. But I had put out there, you know, I consent. Can you come in and show? Can you show yourself? Came in, didn't it? About 5 minutes after, and I was like, okay. I did it the other day in the garden. I was lay there, and I thought at first it was a plane. It was silver, tiny, tiny, but there's not a lot of planes going about. And then I thought, no, it's not. It looks round. So in my head, I said, well, we'll come towards me then. And I'm not joking. It went like that, and it came back round, and it flew over and went off in a cloud. And I was like, okay. So, you know, the garden is the sky is magical. Yeah, the garden, the sky is magical. It is. And talking about gardens, one of my pictures I'll show you when I go through my book is the other night I was stood at the garden. Totally resonates, thank you. I was stood at the garden. Now, this is where people are going to think I'm batshit crazy. This is where people are going to say it's dust. This is where people are going to say it's bugs, because they do. And people still say that now with my orbs. If you've been watching my orbs again recently, they're flashing in when I'm asking about galactics and everything. Even when I don't put them on YouTube, they're flashing in at the right time. I asked Silver. If you saw the violet one the other day, that is not dust. People go, oh, it's the light off. It's like, no, it's not. It's communicating. Big light, something high speed. Yeah, but they always say keep your eyes to the sky a lot now, especially with the weather and it being nice. I might try and get out in a bit. I'm not going to be on here long. But anyway, I'm in the garden the other day. No, I wasn't. I was stood at the back door, getting ready for bed, but I was stood at the back door, and I put my hand out because I get the tingles in my fingers, and I was asking in my head, like telepathy, can you come in? Can something show themselves? So all of a sudden, all these little bits of bits of dust, bits of dust and bits of there was little flies that I could see with my own eyes, but there was bits of particles and things that I would say were orbs because they are quite tiny, little rods, if you know what they are. And then I am not joking. Now, someone would say this was a fly. But I've seen a picture of one, and somebody, I think who's been on my channel who watches, hi, I can't remember your name, I know you're on Instagram and you have sent me a picture. I might just go and try and find it now because I have actually forgot to show this. Just let me see if I can find this person's picture that their father caught of an elemental, which would say was a fairy. Just saying, but let's have a look if I can find this person. Yeah, so this young lady sent me this. Now, let me see if I can show it. Oh, there's the picture. I know you can't really see it on my camera. Oh, let me see. Oh, you can't see it. Let me see if the video works.
Gotcha.
Now this is what I saw. So her father got this and said, "Hi, sorry, Dad put it up there, asked me to send it across. He's called Phoenix, same as before." Oh, so let's see. See if you can see it again. Hang on. Try again.
Whoa.
Did you see it?
Gotcha.
One more time.
Whoa. Gotcha.
Now they were filming, and a lot of people say, "Oh, it's bugs outside." It was like, the heart in tune will emit beautiful energy. Exactly. Same here. It's like a team of angelic guardian angels. Exactly. And I saw it this week, and it's funny because Prime Disclosure just said something about new energy sent on Monday, which was funny because I think that was the day I was talking about the clouds, and something else happened with the clouds. I was nearly crying when this happened. This was just me having this experience. No one else was there. I don't care. I tried to get it on camera and I was like, oh, but sometimes it doesn't work like that. This is why people go, oh, we haven't got proof. And people go, oh yeah, well it's a bug. It was gold. It got big. It started off like a tiny orb. Yeah, like a little particle. And then I was asking in my head for it to come, and it came towards me, and I was like, whoa. And then it moved to the side, and I saw it twice, and I was like, legs, everything. I was like, about this big, but I was like, and I was nearly crying, but crying with excitement and joy. And oh my God, because I was trying to put a heart frequency out, like, oh, show yourself, stuff like that, trying to interact with these energies that are about. Just for my experience, couldn't give a toss if no one else believes in it. I'm not bothered. It lit me up. Just be open for it. Like, exactly, Jermaine. And I just loved it because I've always believed in elementals anyway, that they're there. And because this tingling in my fingers started going, I knew something was there. And I knew it was nice. And it's 33 and 11. 33 in chat and 11 thumbs up. Oh, it's just moved now, I said it. So it was beautiful, and I was so happy, and I wanted to ring my fellow and go, I've just seen them alive. A bit like, you're mad. Which is a compliment anyway, being you mad. But I just wanted to put that out there because I know there's people that experience this. I know there's people that love it. There'll be a lot of people that are sat in chat maybe thinking or after going, what? And probably you'll get people who comment going, it's dust, it's this, that and the other. And it's like, yes, it is to you because maybe that's all that you see. But I just wanted to share it, and I'm going to show you the picture of it in a minute of what I drew. I've had some amazing dreams, wide awake dreams, outwork motivation has been brilliant for someone a bit. Yeah, a lot of motivation's coming in. A lot of my son's even moving about more now, my eldest, and he was going on about he has a lot of vivid dreams and dreams where he knows what they call where he knows what he's doing in his dream and this, that and the other. So yeah, I'm getting that in, and but also the energies of the orbs that I'm getting in are very, very strong at the minute, and the aura around my hand now. I've had this discussion with people and they'll go, it's the light off your camera. I'm like, yeah, maybe so, but what I think your camera does is it's technology that's letting us see through light particles, whatever you want to call it, blah, 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 letting us see what's there. Because they do have cameras that show your aura, but people always go, oh yeah, but it's this, but it's like, yeah, it's just showing us what's there. But I do actually see orbs now and again out the corner of my eye, sometimes in front of me tiny, that I don't see on camera. And I do see waves in the air, if anyone gets what I'm saying, like ripples, like energy. So I know that's there. But I know they are a lot stronger. And I know it's not dust because they communicate when I'm talking to them, even in my head or out loud, and I ask them to flash it and they will flash. And it seems to be when I say certain things, it'll be a flash of silver, or like the other day, I had silver, lilac. It annoys me that it doesn't come out properly on YouTube for some reason because it's a lot brighter when I'm filming it, but my actual phone camera is absolutely rubbish and I need a new phone, but you can normally see it. So I know there's more, it feels like stronger energies coming in. My dreams are real, like a movie. I was in with a lot of friends. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of people going about travel and stuff and warring in your dreams, as in maybe fighting against dark. And if you're tired out your dreams, I've noticed I had a bruise on my knee. I haven't knocked it on anything. I was like, I've had a pain in the side of my hip, which is really weird. I've not pulled anything, even though I've been exercising, trying to get that into a routine. I just find it so hard trying to break them old cycles, but that's what we're trying to do as well. And like I said before, deprogramming ourselves and programming ourselves, especially with health, because that's what I'm looking at now, health, food, all that stuff, I'm trying. But it's like a pain in my right hip, not even hip, but above my hip. Oh, I've just hit it right there. Right there. As if, like, I've been injected. That's what it feels like. It's not a bruise there. I've not whacked myself. I've not pulled it. It just feels like somebody has put a needle in. And I'm like, I don't understand. And sometimes when I turn or touch it, it's just really sore and I haven't done anything. So I was like, don't know where that's come from. Check out, do you fancy telling he got something going through this one? Oh, thank you. I'll check that out after first munch. People are in fear. We need to reach out. Yes, people are in fear, especially with all this stuff that's going on. They're in fear. They're even in fear of this stuff because obviously if you haven't seen something or you're starting to see things, you're going to be a bit fearful. I sort of don't emotion which is recent. Maybe, I don't know, because I know there's a lot of things being brought up and that's what you've got to look at as well. And then it's someone else was, I think it's Soulology. I've been watching a lot of Soulology, Brilliant People's Awakenings. You should check the channel out and listen to the stories. He's been doing lots every day. And someone said, from all over the world, something about, I don't know why people get surprised in the awakening. Nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing surprises me. Nothing's going to surprise me, as in, yeah, it's exciting, but I just think, coffee donations to Dolly's PayPal. Oh, thank you, JP. Yeah, you can make coffee donations if you want. JP's put it there in chat. Thank you very much. I've said before, ET's landed on the backyard. Benevolent, by the way. Come in for a brew. Let's have a chat. Light event, sky event, whatever. Something happening. Whatever. I'm up for all of it. I'm high revel. I'm just like, this reality is so bonkers of actually what we're really in. Nothing surprises me, but in an exciting way as well. Oh, I love that channel. Oh, good. Nothing, I watched Gina, I can't remember what her name is, where you've got all light ships coming out of the sun and all the, and I'm like, yeah, on board with all of it. And talking about the sun, I was in the garden the other day and saying to the fella, he said, look through these glasses. I've had these glasses for ages. I've never seen that before. It was a cloud shaped like that. And I went, oh, it's like one of them sausage clouds, in it, where I had the Q quantum healing with Shane off on Bias on the Fence. I'll have to get over to their channel soon. Which I said there was a UFO that was shaped like a sausage. It was silver. Well, it was that shape, but a cloud. But when you look through the glasses, which he said never has happened before, looking through his glasses with them same glasses, looking at clouds, was like a rainbow effect all the way around it. So I started laughing and said, this was on Monday, I think. I started laughing and went, it's probably a light ship, It's probably cloaking, like Nikola Tesla. He just looked at me and I went, yeah, anyway. I was like, oh my God, we know when we need to stop trying to fit in. Trying to fit 8 in. Yeah, Shane's great. So I was just like, hi, Gavin Giant. I was just like, yes. I just want to read something out about Tesla because I don't know if it was someone on Instagram that put this up and I'd nicked it because I thought everybody knows I love the Nikola Tesla stuff. So I just wanted to read the Nikola Tesla out, which was events, higher solar level and frequency jump up the Fe goes close to the, yeah. Yeah, I'd say like heaven to earth in that sense as well. Nikola Tesla invents electricity, tries to give it to the world free, which he did. Finds out someone is using one of his patents, which is we all know was it Edison. Let him use them. He is doing great work. Invents a death ray that could have handed world domination to whoever held it. Well, obviously didn't. Destroys it. Invents everything from X-rays to radar to wireless transmissions and electricity. Doesn't care that he has got no credit for it. Dies poor and alone, except for the pigeons who he truly loved. Forgives everyone's ignorance. He forgives everyone's ignorance. This guy literally invented the modern world way before, and still we are not able to figure out how he invented. All he wanted was to make the world better. Salute to this man. And I'll say that because I'll salute to Nikola Tesla and I'll salute to Donald Trump, because if you knew the connection, and most of you do, through Nikola Tesla and Donald Trump's uncle, there is a connection there. That's all I'm saying. And then another one was, there's a picture there. It says, guess who got Edison and Nikola Tesla? So people need to get the facts right about Nikola Tesla and Edison. Guess which one your teachers decided not to tell you about? I think they didn't want to teach you about Nikola because they wanted to tell you about Tesla and what he apparently invented, which he didn't. Patent, laugh out loud. I know it's bull. Everyone heard of milk floats. So it says, Edison, wealthy businessman that created a way to charge money for electricity and control the energy resources. That's what he did. Tesla wanted it for free to the world, for humanity. He got it. They wanted him shut up. He got it because he wanted to have it on a meter, so we all have to pay for it when it's free energy. Nikola Tesla, inventor that created renewable energy and was more concerned about people than money. Exactly. And so we don't need all these shitty things they put out there that they get us paying for, resources that we don't actually need, that are digging out the earth when we've actually got it there. So just saying. Yeah, one point is Deep State are losing that crucial episode in that time. Exactly. So just wanted to throw that out there because I love the Nikola Tesla. Still love him now, that energy. Nikola Tesla, still there on the other side. But yeah, that's all good. So, yeah, what else was there? Channels that I've been loving watching. Q is saying 42% of all COVID deaths took place in nursing homes. That's because they were letting ill people go in nursing homes. But really, I mean, I don't talk about this anymore because I'm just watching it happen. It's like crimes against humanity to be keeping well people in, because we don't need to be if you're well. But yeah, I'm not talking about all that because it's all out there, but yes, they have. Yes, because they've been letting ill people in there. Just get the Corsica, I can't even say it, and that's been out since the 1950s, and that's been all over Europe, but they don't really they want to go against it, but something about taking it with. Check out Project Camelot, talks about all of that on there. Project Camelot, sorry, not called Project Camelot, Camelot TV network. Go and check out what he's been putting out lately, and he's got a great doctor on there from America talking about all of that, about all that stuff, you know, about the virus and everything. Go and check that out, because I've been enjoying watching Magenta Pixie, Laura Eisenhower, Prime Disclosure, Above Duality, these are channels, Journey to Truth, Camelot TV network, 3D to 5D Consciousness, obviously got My Skies 5D in here. Loads of other channels that I need to shout out again. But yeah, I'm going to show you my drawings now. I am actually trying to design because I have a lot of orbs in my pictures now, which will be there, and they just represent whatever they want to represent. Angels, energy, orbs, light beings, whatever. It's an energy form. I am designing some the bracelets that I make, you know, my handmade bracelets. Designing a little, it's not fixed in yet, little orby faces, like the orby faces that I actually draw in my pictures. But that's come out because I've not put it in yet. But yeah, can't show you properly. Orby faces, maybe in different colours for different energies, you know. But I'm messing around with something there. This book, my big book, Miss Present Book bought too much, and you could say we got it on the slide. Well, yeah, well, it's all coming out, Gavin, isn't it? You know what I'm saying. So, just watching it all roll out. So I got this book. I've had this book for a while, sketchbook, and I forgot I had it. So I've been using it for my thoughts and perceptions and meditation. If I see something, I can do it in the book, and I do a bit of it with. Yeah, I think you can. It'll be coming anyway. Sorry, I'm tired. There's one of my orbs. A bit of collage as well, you know, out of, I think I showed this one the other day. And this was just saying soul expansion, sacred sun, empowering women, because talk about the feminine divine rising. How much dolly are you? Wonderful, Sofa. Much love. You are wonderful. Ah, thank you, Miss Chime. Be mindful. That was all going on. I think I showed that the other day. And then we had I think I did these over the weekend. One of my pictures that I drew the other day, so you can stick them in books, you know, for colouring pictures. One of these pictures, and it says on it, I am my unique universe, because you are your unique universe, you are. So I've got my little orb friends in, representing energies. Yeah, I think I have first munch, definitely. So I have the eyes in, I always have the eyes in now, and I always have the orbs, because obviously that's part of what's going on with me. So that's one of my pictures that I stuck in. So when I do get these bits of papers out, you can always do that if anyone's interested anyway. And then I put together, this was out of a magazine, and then I was just writing things on it. And then I drew this girl, you know, and the heart on her head is representing the pineal gland, the third eye. And then eyes here with the third eye, same where the rainbow bridge. So we've got all that going on. We've got a hand mudra here. You know, people going about all these things, the mudras. But that's a mudra for, apparently for third eye opening. And it looks like this, if I can do it right. I think it was this, but that way around, like a heart. So I was like, oh, that's quite nice. Apparently. So I've got all that going on that picture, and it says, speak to the universe, it will answer you. We are the bridge to the other world of consciousness. Go within, close your physical eyes and see with your mind's eye. Which, funnily enough, do you remember this that I was doing? And I'm still putting together my meditation cushions. Just been not been able to get material really because of the situation. But this picture I was doing ages ago, and it's actually hand sewn, and I've nearly finished it off. But I'll be putting it on a bag or something. But do you remember the girl that I did? This is all hand stitched, with a mind's eye, and it says at the top. It does say at the top there, but you can't see it, and it says under there, open your, and it's going to say mind's eye, because it says close your physical eyes and open your mind's eye, which I did months ago. Not finished it off yet, but you know, I always have a million things going on at once. So that was that. And then, but I really love that girl there, and that was what was on the front of that I made. It was a front cover when I sort it all out. So the next picture was the other night this week, or the morning, I had a bit of a mini meditation, and I asked for something to come in. I wanted contact within, and I wanted to see a face. Now the head on this is a lot smaller because the head on it was bigger this way. Oh, thank you. No, not lately, not lately, Gavin. Not lately. I think I sent him something today or yesterday. I will be in time again. He only lives down the road. This one, this is what I saw. Yes, an ET. Didn't have an eye in the middle of the head. I've just put that for telepathy and your pineal gland and your mind's eye and meditation. But the actual head, what the eyes were bigger actually, I think, and the head was bigger. Then I came across a video that day with, I think it was Above Duality. I can't remember who I was watching, and a race called the Ponty. If anyone knows about that, and I was like, oh my god, they look like, oh yeah. So a little bit like that, but that's what I was trying to draw my meditation on paper, so that's all that I'm showing you. And this was out of a magazine. That bit's out of a magazine, but because the lady's in water, it says connected through energetic frequencies and vibrations. We're connected through the frequencies and the vibrations. The eyes stand for consciousness. You've got my little orbs in again, because obviously that's me and my thing, what I normally do now. You've got a girl down here connecting to higher self, other beings, frequencies, energies, whatever you want to say. And then it says, got the whole Tesla thing on here saying, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency and vibration. The all is one, omnipresent, it's everything in everywhere at all times. And then I've put love is a frequency. Yeah, and that's what that one looked like. And then the next one. Oh yeah, Finn put that on there, yeah, funny. The next one I did was this one. So great to see how the connection to energy. I love it. Big input to the new age. Prepare. Yes, Jermaine. This was out of a magazine, and then I put the peace symbol, but I've put it the other way around because apparently I heard it was the wrong way around. Because remember, lots of symbols are reverted, and really, that feels better. And I even showed my fellow the other day, and I said, "What do you think when it looks?" Let me see if I can draw it. When you see it as they say it is, as we've known it, but then when you see it the other way around, it actually makes more sense because it's like the tree of life or arms up in the air. And when we actually looked at it drawn, hi Dave, when we actually looked at it drawn both ways, I said, what do you feel feels better? Yeah, mixed media, a bit of it, yeah. And we decided the one up, because it's like a person, arms up in the air, felt like the better one, obviously. So which one feels good to you? I'm not saying which is right or which is wrong, but I'm saying I feel that one is up. It's like arms up, tree of life, arms up. Personally, myself, I feel that way. So well, all who knew are going to be punished, aren't they? You know, with the QDQ thing. So all will come in, but that's not what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I put them that way. I've got the girl on because that's representing divine energy that is merging with the masculine. This was a picture and it was a plant, but I drew a little face in it because it looked like an elemental, like a fairy. You've got all the hearts representing love, the orbs representing energy, whatever you want to see that as. Flowers, heart chakra here, because that's where we're all going to. Oh, okay, yeah. Pineal gland, I've got a little pineal gland in there somewhere. Earth is a beautiful place. Got that going on there. So that was all cool. And then I had to flip it, and because my drawing had gone through the other side, I had to sort of draw that face again. This one isn't finished, that's why it looks lighter. It's not finished, there's a girl on it. Triangles down, because I see it as the feminine down. And the masculine up the triangle when they're together and merged in a Merkaba. Is it Merkaba? You know, all that gone. I haven't had time to investigate yet. No worries, no worries. Is it Shemaine? It's not finished yet. And then on the other side, it's got like I guess it's like a fairy or an angel, but a dress is made out of petals, which I haven't finished off yet. It's got the moon going on, it's got the orbs energy, it's got butterflies and flowers, and it says rise on it. So it's not finished yet, but you know, yeah. I like your upside down peace sign. I totally agree with you. Great eye and thought. Yeah, I think it's. Someone said ages ago it's meant to be up the other way around, and a lot of us know when symbols have been reverted, like the star, the pentacle, the pentagram. I always get mixed up with the word, which I have got a necklace somewhere. The one upside down's reverted. That's how they normally use it. It's normally meant to be the other way round. We are reverting all this deception back round the right way. Yeah, we'll all travel back together home, exactly. So that picture's not finished yet. I'll show you when it is. And then the one in the garden the other day where I said I stood at the back door and I was like, that looked like a fairy. So this is not finished, but it's representing that. And the hearts are representing putting that energy out of love, not fear. And then this came in. Yeah, the satanic system got everything backwards. Yeah, everything reverted. Everything reverted. See the little fairy, heart energy, and it says on it, that's why when we have the stars in the sky, they don't want you following the stars, but they want you following the celebrity stars. No. Love builds a bridge, and then it says, we are all connected. If you believe it, you will see it. And this is why people don't see certain things, because they won't get out of their own mind. They don't believe it. So if you don't believe it, you're not going to see it. If you're fearing. Now, this is today's picture of meditation. I just thought I'd put it on paper. It's not finished yet, like writing and stuff. You can't see it properly, but I'll show you. Yeah, to this peace symbol. They did it to a lot. They did it to swash. If people go mad about the swastika, the swastika is like, is it the Big Dipper? And this guy turns round. It was a Buddhist symbol. Stole it. Used it for what they wanted to use it for. But I have talked about that before. But I was having a meditation today outside on the grass. And then I just saw these like two, I'm going to say it, then I'm going to show you it. Soul tribe, sorry, I didn't see you there. This symbol the other way around without the circle is a rune symbol for protection. Ah, thank you, soul tribe. Interesting. Oh, yeah. I've got some runes in there. I smashed a couple of them though, so I need some new ones. But yes, yeah, you're correct. Yeah, you are. Yeah, I've seen that before. Thank you. So I'll talk through it and then I'll show you the picture because it's a heavy book. So I saw these two. I'm not doing 666. I saw these two circles, yellowy orange, but inside looked like people. So I was assuming one was a man and one was female. A beautiful picture reminds me of Tinkerbell. Yeah, it does, yeah. And that's a story, Peter Pan, never grow up. You've got to be childlike, happy, joy in every moment. I know it's hard sometimes, we do get the 3D things that bring us down sometimes. Like I said, if you've got kids and stuff, sometimes you get tired in this, that, you've just got to get back on that frequency. But two circles, yellowy orange, yeah. And the lovely Anne, I can never remember her name, she commented today. She's got a channel and she does runes. Sorry if she's watching, I just forgot her name. Anya. Two orangey yellow circles, so because we're obviously going about the masculine and feminine tonight, I could see something in the circles, but they were just dancing around each other like this, and then it did merge, and then when it merged, it went into, all I could see was colours in my mind's eye, and it went from, and I'll show you in a minute, golden yellow to an orangey colour to a magenta, a beautiful magenta pixie. I nearly said that's because I watched Magenta Pixie. Magenta colour, and then in the middle of that it went to a violet colour, and then it kept merging sort of in and out of magenta and violet, magenta and violet, magenta and violet. And then, yeah, that was that really. And then I wrote this down. So this is the picture. Because when I was meditating, I lay down on the grass. I wasn't sat up, I lay down, I put my arms out, and I was trying to connect with Gaia, Earth. So I was visualising my feet turning into roots going down to Gaia. I haven't drawn it all out properly yet. roots were wrapping around the heart of Gaia, and I saw that as a green heart, Aurora Borealis, a green heart in the middle, connecting to that with a rainbow roots, and then that energy coming up through me, and then I was trying to pump out, like love to the area that I was in, like everywhere like this, and then it would go out to the world and the universe, pumping it out, and then that's when I saw that, and then I got them colours in. So I did this. I'll read you your stuff in a minute. Yeah, I am going to be making some, Dave. I've not had much time. Like we said, I've been doing stuff, and Finn's been a nightmare, off school. But yeah, I am. I've got some bits in that we got and stuff like that. So if only it would work going back to a better time. We are going back to a better time. Oh, we're moving forward to a better time. It's coming. Got to get through all the dark first, though, and the dark within yourself as well, shadow self. So this came in. So this was a picture of me on the floor representing, putting my arms out. This representing the root going down there. I don't know if you see, that will be the heart. I haven't outlined it. Energies about clock I put in because I don't know where the time's going. I mean, what is time, linear time, whatever time, I don't know what time it is, what day it is, what is time. And then I got this out of a magazine where it was purple inside, an egg timer, whatever you call it, I can't remember what these are called, timer, sand timer thing. Time is running out, but these sands are merging. It's like, still reminds me of the masculine and feminine divine, the merging. Time's running out. It's not the end of the world, it's the merge. To be part of, to be one, to merge all those energies, even the good and bad within you, bring it all back to balance. So there was the two, sort of how I saw it, two orby things with people in them, and then they were dancing about and they had these bits coming out like that. And then they merged, and then they're the colours that I saw, with violet being in the middle, but it kept going in and out of violet and magenta. And it says, and then the words that came is merge one frequency, love. Focus on what your heart sings about. Now, I did this morning in the garden, and then I heard what Prime Disclosure was saying, which we're going to play a little bit of in a minute, linking up with this, synchronicities. Focus on what, and I've always said this anyway, always said it in the chats. Focus on what your heart sings about. Frequency and vibration. What does your heart sing about? What gives you the most joy? Time is going so fast. What is time? The path we all walk can be dark at times, but there is a light at the end. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. We all come on for chats so people know they're not on their own, because you're not. Then there was this picture of a tunnel. Obviously, we've heard that in Q as well, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel for those children and us. When someone is in a dark place, we know, fingers are tingling when I say this, we know this is not a good thing. And when we glimpse the light at the end of the tunnel, when we glimpse the light at the end of the tunnel is a good thing. And it is coming. Time's changing, the times are changing, the time's right, the time is now. We're doing this. We've got to change within ourselves as well. That's why we're trying to break things away. I've been saying this for ages. We're trying to get rid of things. Also, under the lady on here, it says a little cutting that I saw in one of my magazines. I was like, I'm cutting that out. Human beings are intrinsically, I can't say that word properly, linked to the sun. Yeah, we are. Little light beings. And that was that in a meditation. And I'll be showing you more of these in an art form. And when I can sort myself out, I want to do some more. I'm going to sneeze. Show you how I put them together. If I can get a light over there at some point so you can see properly. My eyes are going to start twitching now. No, it's not. Thought it was then. So, Prime Disclosure, thank you. I haven't got the virus of just made me sneeze. I've been in the garden today cutting the grass, so yeah. So, Prime Disclosure, When I was saying what makes your heart sing, I'm just going to play a little few minutes. This bit. So Prime Disclosure was talking about, higher energies that have come in and on Monday, and I think that because, yeah. So let me get past this bit. So.
In the appearance of the long-awaited golden age, thank you for coming to Earth and for your great service to all of humanity.
Not this bit.
Physics 1 and the cure for all. Not need anyone to lead you. You are a leader. Be a child at heart again. Enjoy life. Play, listen to good music, dance, enjoy art. Remember the ancient knowledge and you will know all things. Trust your heart and just be yourself, no matter what anyone thinks. Be still and know who you truly are. Meditate daily and you shall be full of light. Simply be the higher being that you already are.
Mother.
Being this is your legacy. Enjoy art. Remember the ancient knowledge and you will know all things. Trust your heart and just be yourself, no matter what anyone thinks. Be still and know who you truly are. Meditate daily and you shall be full of light. Simply be the higher being that you already are. Being this is your legacy. Understand the cure for all things is nature. Eat and drink only from its table. Be in the golden sun. Breathe its air, swim in its waters, lay your body on the earth. The highest Pleiadian teaching is this: only vibrate high. This is how you ascend to the top of the universe. Remember, a thing only exists when you focus on it too much. This also means the things you aren't focusing on cease to be. This is Quantum Physics 101. What do you wish to manifest? The Pleiadians say everything changes on a collective level. In November, are you ready?
Now, I've always been saying that, listen to good music, do this, do that. I listen to Prime Disclosure every morning as well. Well, I used to listen to every morning. Now I seem to catch up later. But because it's a day behind normally, I might have done something, then I go listen, and it totally resonates. And it's totally something I was either looking at, doing, experiencing. I'm like, yeah, exactly. So, and I've not watched the rest of that yet. I only got to that bit. So I might be like that. Ooh. So, yeah. Northern, what is it? Wolfhound. Hello. So I just love resonating when I hear things. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. And Prime Disclosure, I'm not joking. Every time I listen to it, it's always something I was thinking about, like I just said, doing or whatever, and it just says it all right there. And I'm always like gobsmacked. But that's the collective consciousness for you, and how you know there's definitely things going on. People just say, oh, it's just because you're saying it, because someone else is saying it, because someone else is saying it. So no, you're actually experiencing it as well. And that makes you, again, realise you're not alone in what you're seeing, thinking and perceiving, with stuff that's going on. And he said about energies on Monday, and when I think back, I thought it was Monday, where I was looking at the skies and when I was talking about the clouds earlier on and stuff like that, and other things that were going on. And I think I had the shaky thing again, I said I get the shaky thing. And someone said on a video the other day, I don't know who it was, thanks Dave, that when you go to bed, it's normally when you're gonna go to bed, you're gonna go to sleep, is when sometimes that energy comes in, because it's like, I don't know if you said, I can't remember how they explained it, you doing something or them energies moving about, when you're just about to go to sleep. That's what always happens with me. But I just go with it because I'm like, oh, where's that thing coming in, that vibration, like that frequency, that energy coming in, I'll just let it come in then. I'm not scared of it. Yeah, it brings you back to life. Oh, they got a shake the other day. Yeah. Prime Disclosure will always talk about the Schumann resonance and like little mini earthquakes that have been going off, because that's what it feels like when that happens. It's like you're being shook. It's like literally you can feel it. Like it's like someone's at the end of the bed going like that. But whatever someone said about it just totally made sense to me, and I thought, yeah, I can see that. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to pull some cards, because these cards were from the other day. And we'll pick some fresh ones, see what they say. Thank you, JP. JP's put coffee donations to Dolly on my PayPal is in live chat. Thank you very much. If anyone wants to make a coffee donation, you're very welcome. It's just a form of energy exchange, that's all. You know, people... I was listening to someone talk about money again today. I don't know if it's all rise and how, and I think, well, we are in the money system at the minute, this, that, and the other. Maybe we'll go to different things in the, you know, in time, but at the end of the day, we do, and people just should see it as a frequency, an energy exchange, you know. I don't understand when people get so, well, I could say the trolls, you know, when they say people who do channels sometimes or extra things and they might have little workshops and things like that, people think people don't have to pay. If someone's putting the time and energy into a channel, you know, researching or just giving them their time, why not sometimes? I don't know, you know, it's just funny, isn't it? I really miss your energy in chat, Dolly. I guess other people have as well. Oh, thank you, Dave. Yeah, I've just been chilling out, really, and just trying to tune into things, you know, if I'm not watching too much and then trying to tune in, and then when I do come and have a look at a few things, I'm like, so yeah. And then obviously I'll have a lot more to say when some other bigger things are happening, but there is bigger things happening with all this going on. But it's nice to just be having a chill, and my battery's going to go in a minute, so I'm going to try and do this quickly. But yeah, it's just been a bit more difficult with the whole lockdown thing, as in kids off school and all that, you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to try and do this quick. Let's go. Right, there's one. Take a break. That's what I've been doing. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So, you know, remember, chill out, people. Take a break. You're allowed to take a break. Like I said, you can take a break off looking at certain stuff. I know a lot of people have. They've messaged me. And then you can come back when you're feeling recharged again. You know. And it's funny because the picture, like, take a break, and then you've got someone putting their arms out in water. Looks like Orby things going on. So, yeah, I've been trying to reconnect to all that as well. And enjoying the sunshine. Obviously, I've got a bit of a tan going on. Enjoying the sunshine, definitely. It's the disinfectant, natural. You want all the light codes and everything going on. So, you know, and then obviously if you've been sat in the sun quite a bit, you do feel a bit tired later on. But I will be back. I will be back a bit more, you know. I'm trying to put things together with my art stuff as well. Break the chain. We've had this one before. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. That's what we're doing. Talking about healing, ancestral patterns, breaking from them, and rewriting the future. Coming out of the tunnel, like we said before, into the light. That's what we said at the beginning of this. Take a break. Yeah, take a break. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. Oh! Right, two cards fell over then. Oh no, 3 did. We have got... Don't normally do this many. The Age of Light. Well, no shit, Sherlock. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And then we've got Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? You've got to look after yourself. I'm going to go through these quickly. Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. That's what they like, the Akashic records. That's right. I quit my job. I feel free. Use my time in the garden and books and meditation in nature. Yeah, and a lot of people have been doing that, meditation, reading, doing all the things they didn't have time to do before. Quickly just going to go through these and then I'll have to go before this goes off. Oh, there's one. Oh. What of that going on at the minute? You know, different sides going on here. Got the diamond weaver again. Let's see. Oh. Right. They just fell out. Hang on a minute. One more. Oh, there we go. So we've got the same as we got before nearly, but we have the fire prints, and it says optimism and aggression. Well, there is a lot of aggression going on with the optimism going on. There's a lot of aggression going on as well. There's a lot of things going on where people are like love and light, and then there's a lot of aggression going on. There's a lot of aggression going on with the awakening. There's probably going to be a lot more as well. You know, people angry about certain stuff, but there's still a lot of optimism at the both sides of that though. But you need a bit of fire in your belly because there's going to be a lot of fire in people's bellies with certain stuff, and you need that to move forward anyway. To have that bit of fire in your belly, there's nothing wrong with having fire in your belly. You can still use that energy of aggression, not on somebody, but use it to you know, of what we are doing. And then it was a diamond weaver again. Material wealth, true prosperity. True prosperity, and that's that like genie in a bottle. I guess the energies we've been putting out, what we want to manifest in. And then the last one was what we had before, was the web weaver, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. Cause and effect is massive. You cause the effects you put out and you give to people, and you put out around you every day, how you are with people, you know, the things that you do and say. It's hard sometimes because we do get a bit, you know, but like I always say, there's a big difference with reflecting on stuff and not reflecting on it. If you're not reflecting on something, because we all do snap sometimes, we all do get triggered. If you're not reflecting on it and know that you did something wrong and, you know, think, oh, next time I should be a bit more, there's a bit of a difference. People who never do that, there's just probably people that don't have empathy, don't love or anything, and they're only really, really concerned about themselves. But, yeah, the web weaver. So I'm going to go because this is about to go off. I will be on again soon, but I just felt like coming on and saying I'm still loving it. I'm still loving the awakening. I'm still loving the QDQ. I'm just observing. I'm just being an observer at the minute, and I'm observing. It's like I'm in 4D, observing 3D, getting me toe in 5D, and trying to get that way. And that, in a sense, that is a bit harder. I would say, as in like coming to one, you know, we're still releasing all this stuff, and then you think you've released it and then something else pops up. So all this releasing business, this is why people go on about, oh, why can't this be done quickly? Well, really, think about it. You need a bit more time because you're still releasing stuff. Even if you think you've released stuff, you're probably still releasing. So we have to stay in the middle. Yeah, we have to stay in the middle. There's that Vesica Pisces thing again. You got 3D, 5D, doing that whole thing like that. And we're sort of in the middle, the eye of the storm. But we want to go there, but we're sort of observing. So I'm just observing it. I'm not getting triggered by the whole, you know, lockdown thing. Everyone's still going on about the same thing. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just observing and listening and watching out for stuff in the sky, around me, what people are saying, so on and so forth. So I just say, yeah, but Gavin Giant, there's a lot of other things going on with the whole money doesn't grow on trees things, and this the sort of thing like being in fear of certain stuff, which I'll have to explain another time because I can't go into it now. But there's a whole fear thing put behind certain things. But yes, thank you very much, Northern Wolfhound, and I will see you all very soon. Like I say, vibe up, but keep in a good vibrations, get in the sun, get reading, get meditating, fill yourself up with good music, good food, health, exercise, you know, even if that's walking or whatever it is. Pumping good vibrations out. If you get a bit down, just try and remember and get back up in that vibration. Keep observing. Try not to get too confrontation with people because I'm losing that now. It's just like they are where they are. And it's all happening and it's all going on. The people who can't see. Doesn't mean they're wrong. It just means they just can't see at the minute. And there's a lot of people starting to, you know, they've got little windscreen wipers on the rose tinted glasses and sort of like, what? Scratching their heads and all that sort of good stuff. So that's all I'll say. So where we go one, we go all. And don't you just love that slogan anyway? Where we go one, we go all of us one, because we are all one. And I will see you very soon. Bye.